Oh, okay. Hello everyone, I'm Alexa and this is Speak Up with Alexa. In today's video, I wanna help you understand and learn other and more meaningful ways of saying sorry. Why? Well, I don't know about you, but when I say to someone that I'm sorry, I wanna make this person feel better. But in today's world, I realize that it's kind of lost its meaning. And I can tell you guys that this is something I see happening in all the languages I currently speak. I mean, Hungarian, Ukrainian, and Russian on a daily basis. And yeah, I have to say that English is still, this is the most flexible language I know. I mean, if there is one thing that you have to know about the English language is that it's really flexible. And by this I mean that a word or a phrase can have different meanings in different situations, in different contexts, in different intonation. So this is why I want to help you understand which way of saying sorry is the best for different situations. So let's check the phrases I brought you this time. I am sorry. I apologize. Forgive me. Excuse me, pardon me, and my bad. First of all, what you have to know is saying sorry is not always an apology. It's not always apologizing for something bad that happened. And don't forget that on this channel we talk about spoken English. So I just want to tell you that most of the time in spoken English, saying sorry is not about being guilty at all. So you can say, I am sorry, when you want to tell someone that you are ashamed or unhappy about something that happened. For example, you know, in public transport, you say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on your foot. I am sorry can also be used to express sympathy. So let's imagine one of your friend's dog dies and you somehow want to support her in this sad situation and you are like, I'm so sorry, or I'm sorry to hear that, or I'm sorry for you, or I don't know, you know, something like this. You have probably heard sorry on its own. And it is very simple, it is very informal, and it is very often used to interrupt someone, especially before you want to ask them something. Like, sorry, what's your name? To say I apologize is somehow stronger than to say I'm sorry, because it shows deeper regret for something that you've said or you've done before. So yeah, but what's key here is to say I apologize is more formal. Yeah, so this is a formal phrase. Well, just listen to me. We therefore apologize for the error that occurred. Now you see, if I say, we are therefore sorry for the error that occurred, it is somehow, I mean, to say sorry is kind of inappropriate in this context. So the next is forgive me. So you probably know this word, to forgive. I mean, when you are not angry with someone anymore, you forgive them, you let it go. But forgive me is actually most commonly used before you ask something kind of rude, something too personal. For example, forgive me, but how much money do you earn? Like, it's too personal, isn't it? And forgive me is of course very popular in love songs, and I'll tell you why. But because we use this when we hurt someone like really. And I don't know about you, but in such a case, to simply say I'm sorry, it's It's what I was talking about in the beginning of the video. It can be so meaningless, it can be so empty. And well, yeah, I wish we people didn't hurt each other like this, but yeah, it happens. And just remember that it can bring a lot more positive results if you go to that person face to face and you tell him, please forgive me. It's so much better than simply say, oh, I'm sorry. The next is, excuse me? Well, yeah, this phrase is really multifunctional, just like sorry. So it's a polite way for like saying sorry in different contexts, like, you know, for having done something rude or something bad, apologizing, asking someone to go out of the way, interrupting a speaker. And we should stop here because, my dear language learners, this is something that you have to remember, that if you want to interrupt the speaker, the person who you are talking to, because you didn't understand what they told you, then you can use excuse me. Like, excuse me, could you repeat please? Or, you know, something like this. Well, it happened to me a couple of times when I had job interviews with native speakers, like on Skype or on the phone, and they were either talking so fast, or I don't know, it was bad internet connection, but I didn't hear them well, and I was like, excuse me, could you please? Yeah. The next is pardon me. Pardon me. Yeah, it is a very formal way of saying sorry, and it can be used when you have said or done something slightly rude. It can be also used for attracting someone's attention before asking them something. Like, it's very similar to excuse me, but just, you know, more formal. What's specific here is that pardon me is probably the best way to show respect before disagreeing with someone or with something. So, for example, pardon me, but I think this idea is incorrect. And you know what they say? If I disagree with you, that doesn't mean I hate you. So yeah, we are all humans, we all have the right to disagree with someone, but you know, just keep in mind that it's a lot better if you do it with respect. And the last phrase for today is my bad, and I'm sure that you know that it's not actually apologizing, but it is also a way of apology, an informal way, coming from US English. So think twice before you use this phrase, because by using this, by saying my bad, you accept that you were wrong. You accept that what happened is 100% your fault. Yeah, so it may sound cool, but be careful. Let's see an example. I know I shouldn't have parked my car on your place. My bad. So yeah, in this context, it's totally okay because I know that I did it. It's my fault. I parked my car on someone else's place. I shouldn't have done it. And, you know, I say, okay, my bad. So that was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and you could take something valuable with you. And you know, as I mentioned earlier in my video intro and why I started this channel, you have to find your own ways that work the best for you to learn English. But I want this channel to be a tool for you. So it helps you to gain more confidence. It helps you to get from point A to point B in your learning process. So if you're interested in more videos like this and also tips on how to boost up your speaking, don't forget to subscribe and see you soon.